Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. What a hell of a hockey game tonight. The Edmonton Oilers taking down the St. Louis Blues in overtime, 3-2. Connor McDavid ends a 10-game goalless drought. He was getting plenty of assists, but he finally scores tonight, and it couldn't come at a more opportune time as he gets the overtime winner for the Edmonton Oilers to take down the St. Louis Blues. The Oilers pick up their second straight victory as it follows the 4-2 defeat of the Los Angeles Kings. So, yeah, this one, it wasn't pretty all the way through, but they find a way to get it done. Chase mentioning double minors, penalties. Officiating was a big story of the hockey game tonight. Let's just say between the Oilers and Blues, the Oilers don't have a whole lot of luck when it comes to officiating. But let's break it down with the goal scoring first. Robert Thomas opening the scoring for the Blues on the power play. Leon Draisaitl taking an early penalty there. And the Blues had the early 1-0 lead. And then possible future Edmonton Oiler Pavel Buchnevich picking up the second goal for the St. Louis Blues, giving them the 2-0 lead. And it was all Oilers from there on the scoreboard. However, the Oilers had to work their way back into the game. Obviously, down 2-0 early. They did not look good at all. It was more towards the end of the first period when they finally started to pick up their game. And I think from the first period on, the Oilers didn't necessarily dominate, but it was a much more even game, and they were finding ways to get things done. Zach Hyman picking up goal number 39 to close out the first period. It was 2-1 Blues after one. And then in the second, Zach Hyman from Connor and Bouchard gets goal number 40 on the season. 40 in 56 games for Zach Hyman. I thought I had one here for his stats. Maybe not. Sorry, give me one sec here, guys. Let me pull up Sportsnet. I'll leave it. Anyway, there was a stat for how quickly Zach Hyman got to 56 goals. 40 goals in 56 games. I kind of lost it there, but I might have it on Sportsnet stats here. It was one of their latest ones. Sorry for this, guys. They thought I had it tucked away here. And maybe Sportsnet stats. That's where I had the thing. Maybe they deleted it as well. Anyway, okay, I can't find it. Anyway, it's not overly important, but I spent too much time on that. But anyway, Zach Hyman, 40 goals in 56 games, an incredible achievement. There was some stats there about how quickly he'd done it, but we won't focus too much on that. Let's keep moving. And from there, a scoreless third period after Zach Hyman tied at 2-2. And then Connor McDavid with his 22nd from Matthias Ekholm, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins wins it for the Oilers 3-2 in overtime. Before that, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, one of the best plays of the year for the Edmonton Oilers so far, stops. It looked like a sure goal for the St. Louis Blues there. I was about to say the Vancouver Canucks for some reason. The St. Louis Blues there in the third period. Incredible play, just about to take the shot on Stuart Skinner. Nuge swoops around, takes the puck away. A fantastic defensive play that helped keep this team in the hockey game. Stuart Skinner, after a little bit of a shaky start, giving up 2 early goals, was excellent the rest of the way. He made some huge saves, including a 2-on-none save on the Blues in the third period. So the Oilers were almost kind of lucky to get this one to overtime and earn that point. So getting Connor McDavid to score that overtime winner, pick it up tonight, absolutely massive 2 points in the bank for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Like I said, some questionable officiating in the third period. Evander Kane had a high sticking penalty. Was the victim of a high sticking penalty. I shouldn't say he took a high sticking penalty. And he was showing blood around his lip. He was getting treatment for it on the bench, but the St. Louis Blues, for some reason, only got a 2-minute penalty. The Oilers, unfortunately, couldn't score on it. So, yeah, like I said, officiating was a bit of the story tonight, but the Oilers find a way to get it done. So, not going to focus too much on that. But, yeah, guys, Zach Hyman, 40 goals in 56 games. Just an incredible achievement. Connor McDavid, the big story tonight, obviously, getting out of that goalless drought, with the overtime winner for the Oilers. So that's kind of my wrap on the game there, but I did want to talk about a few other big trade deadline developments for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Jeff Merrick mentioning on the Sportsnet broadcast, and Elliot Friedman mentioning it earlier on Oilers Now as well. The Oilers appear to be closing in on Washington Capitals center Nick Dowd. This is a trade that could happen in the next couple days. The Edmonton Oilers have a couple days off here, so I wanted to mention it because we could be closing in on something here. Jeff Merrick also mentioning to watch the Edmonton Oilers and Nashville Predators. We know there's a few guys on the Predators that the Oilers could be interested in. UC Saros is a big name, but we know it's not Saros. But yeah, there's a few different guys on Nashville, so I just wanted to mention that. Elliot Friedman also mentioning the Oilers continue to keep an eye on Jake Gensel, Vladimir Tarasenko. We know the Oilers have been watching the Senators for the last couple games, so there's a few different targets there to keep an eye out. Owen in the chat. Sorry, guys, I can't talk tonight. Owen in the chat there mentioning that he's a big fan of Nick Dowd there. I think Nick Dowd would be an excellent addition there. He's an excellent penalty killer, great on the face-off or right shot. So I think he's going to be kind of the Oilers, a bit, not exactly the exact same player as Nick Bjugstad, but kind of their Nick Bjugstad type addition so far at this trade deadline. I think they add him, probably someone more on the depth side on defense, although if they are targeting Nashville, right shot D, Alexander Carrier is definitely a name to keep an eye on there. And as someone mentioned there in the chat, I missed who it was, Chris Tanev, obviously off the trade block. He has been traded to the Dallas Stars tonight. So the Oilers out on Chris Tanev, but another right shot D, like I mentioned, Alexander Carrier, available from the Nashville Predators. Sportsnet insider Jeff Merrick mentioning to watch the Oilers and Predators here. And obviously, as I mentioned, Nick Dowd as well, coming from both Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick on the broadcast tonight. So there could be something brewing here for the Oilers guys over the next couple days. If something happens, I'll have the news for you here. But yeah, I'll wrap it up there for now, guys. But let me know your thoughts. Nick Dowd, Alexander Carrier, UC Saros, who would you like to see the Oilers add here before the trade deadline? And of course, let me know your thoughts on an excellent hockey game tonight between the Edmonton Oilers and St. Louis Blues. Zach Hyman with goals numbers 39 and 40, and Connor McDavid ending a 10-game goalless drought with the overtime winner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Have a great night, guys. Take care.